Hello everyone, I'm really happy to be here with you today to talk about a super practical topic in statistics. Have you ever tried to use a t-test but realized your data isn't normally distributed? No worries. Today we're going to learn about 3 powerful non-parametric tests that can replace t-tests, especially when your data doesn't meet the assumption of normality. Part 1. Instead of one sample t-test, use Wilcoxon signed rank test. Let's say you can have the average height of students in a school and you want to test whether their mean height is significantly different from 165 centimeters. If your data isn't normally distributed, you can't use the one sample t-test. So, we will use the Wilcoxon signed rank test instead. How to do it in SPSS? Go to Analyze, Nonparametric Tests, and One Sample. In this table, in field, you can select height and move to another table, and in setting, tick compare median to hypothesis Wilcoxon signed rank test and 165 in this, and run. And in output, look for assigned SIG value. If it's less than 0.05, it means there's a significant difference between your sample and the test value. Here the null hypothesis is equal to the number 165, and which you can see it rejected. Part 2. Instead of independent sample t-test, use Mann-Whitney U-test. Now, suppose you want to compare the heights of male and female students to see if there's a significant difference. If the data isn't normally distributed, you can use the Mann-Whitney test. How to do it in SPSS? We go to Analyze, Nonparametric Tests, and legacy dialects, and to independent sample. We move height in the test variable list and the group in the grouping variable, and define group and tick Mann-Whitney use, and then OK. In the output, check the assigned SIG in this here. If it's less than 0.05, the difference between the two groups is statistically significant. You can also compare the mean rank to see which group tends to have higher values. You see that the assumption of equality of two independent groups is rejected. Part 3. Instead of paired sample t-test, use Wilcoxon signed rank test. Let's say you have the weights of individual before and after a diet program, and you want to know if there's a meaningful change. When the differences are not normally distributed, the best choice is again the Wilcoxon signed rank test. This time used for paired data. How to do it in SPSS? Go to Analyze, Nonparametric Test, Legacy Dialog, and two related sample. Select the two related variable, weight and weight after diet. and click and check the Wilcoxon and click OK. In the output, you can see test statistics. You see that the assumption of equality of two independent groups is rejected. In short, we can say we used Wilcoxon signed rank test instead of the one sample t-test if we have one group and non-normal data. We used Mann-Whitney U-test instead of independent t-test if two independent groups and non-normal data. And we use Wilcoxon signed rank test instead of the paired t-test if we have paired data, for example before and after, and non-normal difference. So if you are working with non-normal data, you don't have to panic. These non-parametric tests are powerful tools to get valid result without relying on the assumption of normality. If you have any question about the outputs, assumptions, or which test is best for your data, feel free to drop a comment below. I would love to help. Don't forget like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you won't miss my next tutorials. Thanks for staying with me until the end.